This vodcast brought to you by Power9 Games.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Frontier Gaming. Today we're bringing you some commentary on the final game of an X-Wing tournament that was played here last weekend. Who do we have in the final spot here, Z?
So we have Brian here on the left playing the Falcon and an A-Wing here, and then we got Robert on the right with a group of, he's got a T-70, a regular X-Wing, and then two Z-95s. And so go over the list real quick here. So Robert is playing two Talas. He's playing Luke in regular X-Wing with R2-D2 and Predator. And then he's got Poe Dameron with R5-P9, Predator, and Auto Thrusters.
Cool. Next we got Brian with Han in the Falcon. I'm assuming the title upgrade.
Yep, he's got the Falcon title.
Predator, engine upgrade, Luke Skywalker, and C-3PO. Then we've got Jake Farrell in his A-Wing test pilot, push the limit, veteran instincts, auto thrusters, and proton rockets.
Yep, so both those ships loaded to the gills, and then Robert's list, he's got a pretty standard Poe for the currently. I think R5-P9 is pretty popular on him. And then Luke with R2-D2 is kind of a classic, so he's got a lot of regen X-Wings here.
So much Star Wars flavor there. I like it.
Yep. And then, and then Han, big old Han moving around. So they're just doing their opening maneuvers here. A-Wing taken off on that far flank there. He's so with VI, he's at PS9. So is Han at also PS9. So they are both at the top, and Robert's highest ship is at 8. So he's going to be doing everything at the end of the PS spectrum there.
Now, remind me, Jake looks like he just did a barrel roll instead of a boost after getting a focus.
He can do either.
He can do either.
Yeah,
okay.
So whenever he gets
usually just boost.
Whenever he gets focused, he can do either. And I think we'll see. Brian has played this Jake a lot, and I think he gets a lot of value out of that action economy there.
Yeah.
I think I saw him barrel roll a whole lot with that guy, and then we see here turn 2. Robert cut in real close with those Z's in front, just barely missing the bump there. Coming in.
It's like a historical military parade with the Z, the X-Wing, and the T-70. I love seeing that.
Yeah. This is a really interesting list. I think the new T-70 has kind of brought 3 and 4 ship Rebel back into the meta a little bit because Poe Dameron is such a force.
He's a beast.
Yeah. And this was right after the new ships came out, the new Force Awakens ships. I don't think either of these guys are playing any of those new cards, but that was definitely on the table for this stuff. It might have been too close to the release. Didn't have a lot of time to figure those pieces in.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Brian actually before the tournament. And he was saying he brought this list because he didn't have a lot of time to practice other stuff. So pretty classic.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How many points do you figure he paid for that R2-D2 up there at the top?
The little model there he's got on. I have no idea.
Oh, it's probably just his mascot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little mascot thingy there. His good luck charm for his damage deck, so it doesn't flip up too many critical hits there.
So what do you think about the asteroid placement so far? Looks like Robert's side of the board might be a little bit tough for hand to maneuver around there.
Yeah, and I think that's generally what you want to do when you're playing against a big ship like Han. Is you want your side of the board to have more asteroids on it, and I think you generally want to draw the big ship over there to fight you. So yeah, and I think that's exactly what Robert's doing here. Is he's turning in towards Jake and hoping to pull Han into the asteroid field a little bit as he fights Jake. So here they are setting some more maneuvers.
Looks like he's doing his best to keep a really tight formation on all those Z's and X's. So do you think he's going to stay like that the entire game, or is he going to break off? I
think he wants to get a good first kind of volley with the ships into one target concentrate fire, and then from there, kind of split off. Luke's going to want to do some greens. The Talas just kind of want to get in the way and do whatever they need to do to be useful. But Luke and Poe are going to do again what they need to do to get their actions and to get their green maneuvers and that kind of thing.
Yeah, with all the boosts and engine upgrades that on the Falcon, he's got a pretty fast list on Brian's side. So hopefully he can use that to stay away from that firing squad.
Yep. And I think he's going to have a bit of an advantage here because he is at that PS9 with both ships, so he's going to get to see the full area of where they're going to be, their firing arcs are, and that kind of thing. Which is it's probably why Robert here is flying in such a tight formation, because if he's going to be giving up all his information anyway, I think he wants to have all his firing. He wants to be doing a particular kind of formation. So.
Looks like he's just focusing everybody up.
Yep.
Is that going to be pretty standard for him, you think, the entire game?
I think he's waiting for these ships to get into arc here, and so you see now that he's turned in, Jake didn't have a lot of options with that stress on him, so we'll see if he's might try to boost out here, and then use his focus to.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a bad position otherwise.
Yeah, he might try to get past that front line of arcs, but that would draw him pretty close to those X-wings in the back. So, and he also doesn't want to. Jake can be a good target to have because he's got the high evade, got the auto thrusters. So if he can kind of try to stay back, then that'll take some fire off of Han.
Guess it depends on how confident you are in your green dice.
Yeah, there you go. Another thing, if he knows that Han is going to be right up in there, he might boost Jake in, and then obviously the preferred target is going to be Han with the one evade dice. So if he can get Jake into an advantageous position and take advantage of it, not worrying too much about getting shot, that could also be a plan. He does have the proton rockets, so if he can get a good shot off with those.
Yeah, hopefully I can get something lined up there.
Yep. Contemplating hard on these actions here for Jake. I think like we've been saying, it's this is kind of the first engagement here. It's going to be important to see what he decides. All right, fingering that focus token. Okay, going with a boost. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So he's going to boost in here and get right up on top of those ships.
Time to fire rockets?
Looks like okay. So he's going for the barrel roll, so not time for the rockets.
Okay,
He's gonna try to separate himself, get out of a couple of arcs, maybe the far side arcs.
Okay.
And that I think that's the T-70 up in front. So that would be Poe up in front. So hopefully trying to get out of that arc. Not sure if he quite made it, but right behind that asteroid. Okay, interesting. So Han turns away.
Taking advantage of that 360 arc for sure.
Yep. And there is Jake's shot. Looks like didn't quite get arc there. And so he goes on to Han. Han is going to take a pot shot out the back here.
I don't know. What do you think Han's first target should be?
I think he wants a Z. I think he can take those Zs out. They only got 4 HP. Han can put 3 hits down pretty reliably.
Just take those ships out of the equation if at all possible.
And both of the X-wings have a lot of regen. And so there's
hits?
a couple hits, at least 2. Third dice there, unfortunately off camera. Predator reroll into a blank. So 2 hits into, I think, is a Z95. 3 evade because of the range. Looks like taking some damage. So spends a focus token and looks like all miss actually. So, and then Han will use Luke to reroll the shot and gets 3 hits out of it.
Looks like he takes one of the shields.
Yep. Wow, getting some good evades with that Z95 there. And now, not sure if that's Luke or Poe in the X-wing shooting. So just barely got the corner of the A-wing there in arc. So I think Brian's maneuver there paying off, getting out of a lot of arcs. And Predator reroll and spending the focus. So that's got to be Luke there in the back if he's spending the focus.
2 evades, not bad.
2 evades and then auto thruster for the third one. So all good. And then I guess that's going to be Poe there. Got a whole lot of nothing. Going on to the Z's, taking some range 3 shots at the Falcon. Just one.
So what do you think about Luke as an upgrade card? I haven't seen him being played a whole lot recently.
So in this particular list, he is. Han. He wants Han with Gunner because that's how you get reliable damage out of Han, and then he's playing an A-wing, so he's got a lot of free points, and I think he's just using that to take 2 extra points over Gunner to get Luke, and it just helps you get just incredibly consistent damage. Because you got Han reroll available, you have Luke's ability to change a focus into a hit, you got Predator, so you got just an incredibly accurate ship, can put a lot of damage down, and then Jake there on the side, not taking up a lot of points, he's only in an A-wing, but harrying their lines and just being annoying to shoot at.
It's a nice distraction to have.
Yeah.
You don't want to just totally ignore it, but
and it frees up those points to get a really decked out Han Solo. So I think Jake here is going to hit that asteroid, which is pretty bad for...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. He was able to get out of RXN. He didn't take any damage last turn, but we'll see if he pays the price for that maneuver right now. Because an A-Wing with no actions is a pretty sad A-Wing. Fortunately, I don't think the X-Wings are maneuverable enough to take advantage of that. But he is going to try, it looks like. So the Z's are pulling out, and they are going for Jake. Just ignoring Han. Yeah, so both Z's doing hard turns, setting up for Jake to land right in front of them. I think they hope. Oh, there's a bump. Good arcs, though. Good arc setups.
Now, we talked about them flying formation with the Talas and the T-70s and T-65s. Do you think you're losing some of the value of something like a T-70? It's so maneuverable, has such a more aggressive dial by keeping in formation like that?
I don't.
Or you're just using it for just raw firepower at that point?
I think what your plan is that, a Talon roll.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. I think what you're doing here is you are you're anticipating that they will kill the Z's, and then by the time they start going for your T-70 and your other X-Wing, you have a lot more...
Hopefully just shooting clean up at that point.
Yeah, you have a lot more space open, and you have a good dial for closing the game out with.
Okay, so in about 15 minutes.
So, man, this just looks real bad for Jake. Because if he hits this asteroid, ends up in those firing arcs still, no action, and yeah, I think he was not expecting that at all. Han went fast and away from those ships, and I don't think is going to have any shots now.
That's not a great situation to start
Yep.
your shooting phase in.
Yep, and that's kind of what I was expecting. So he turned in, went over the asteroid, was expecting those X's and Z's to go the other way after Han, hopefully.
Yeah, fair play to Robert for predicting that.
Yeah.
Little bump.
Little mistake there, but looks like we're all good. Oh man, this is bad for Jake. He gets his shot off, just a regular shot. Oh,
Just out.
Han is out, so we'll see who Jake gets to shoot. He'll get one shot off here before anyone else gets to fire, but
Don't think you're doing 16 damage with it though.
yeah, no. I think so. Fortunately, he does have a shot on that Z95 that took damage earlier. 2 hits is not going to cut it though. Get some damage on it.
Okay,
So yeah, so
nice.
he's got a Z down to 1 HP, but I think
Helps, but you don't want to be losing Jake this early.
Yeah, I think
and
this
he's
might-
in a bad position.
this is very likely the end of Jake. Luckily Poe has just got Predator, no focus token. Going for the Predator reroll here. See what we got. Looks like 3 hits. Oh, that's at least 1 blank on Jake. And takes 2 shields and a damage card. And a crit, no less. And that's
And was that a double damage, it looks
Yep,
like? Yep,
that's
there you go.
That's a direct, so that's
Goodbye,
it,
Jake. We barely knew you.
Wow. So, yeah, props to Robert here for...
That was, perfectly set up for him. So
Yep, he just he read the situation with that asteroid, knew where Jake was going to end up, and put all of his firing arcs on top of him.
And now that they can all focus on Han's going to have to do some serious flying here to stay out of arc and try and preserve as much of his hull as possible, because there's a lot of damage dice coming his way.
Yep, he's got 2 X-Wing, 2 Zs. It's a lot of red and a lot of HP to chew through while he's taking those hits. So it's not like a TIE Fighter Swarm where they got a lot of dice but not a lot of HP. These guys have a lot of HP and a lot of red. But it's going to take Robert a sec to get all of the ships back in position. They're in between a couple asteroids. Poe's got a stress on him, so
time for some fancy flying.
Yeah. I think Han will have an opportunity here to try to take a ship out or two, hopefully, before he.
Yeah, one or two of those Zs are damaged. It looks like. The one's got
just
some
the one.
damage
The one's
cards,
got 1 HP, so he'll hopefully be able to pick this guy off next round, assuming it comes close enough. Because he just really needs to get a ship or two off the board before Poe and Luke get turned around and lined up on him. Because X-wings, they are slow enough that they can actually follow a big ship like Han pretty easily. And the T-70 it can boost, so he can even
and get back into the fight really quick.
Yeah, and Han can try going fast and try escaping from them because he gets to move last and shoot first, but it's going to be tough with all this ship on the board.
Yeah, maybe if he can string them out and just keep only maybe 1 or 2 ships in range 3 from him. It may not be a bad way to go.
And Robert here apparently listening to what I'm saying, and that one HP Z95 just taking off, just getting out of town.
Let's play points preserve at this point.
Yeah, making no effort to. I think like I'm saying, he knows Han needs to kill ships before Luke and Poe get turned around, so he's just going to make it so that all of his ships are clustered together and that they get all lined up before Han is able to shoot at him. Even going so far as to roll over some asteroids with Luke there. Missing the damage, luckily, but not even worried about taking asteroid damage if it means not getting shot by Han. Oh man, that T-70 dial. Green.
It's good.
Green,
you haven't seen our
forward.
Unboxing video.
Yeah.
We talk about it a little bit and gush appropriately as fanboys.
Yeah, and Han doing what he can to get over there without hitting any rocks. Obviously, he can't go too fast because his asteroid field, and going for a boost. Cool. So he knows he needs to get damage on there. Oh, did he hit that rock? Can't see quite yet. Ah, yes. So he would have hit that rock, so can't quite boost there. We'll see if he goes for the straightforward. He really wants this boost because he wants to get shots on while they're all pointed away from him. He's got a good Z target right there. Not able to get it. Yep, just out.
Is that 2 turns in a row Han hasn't gotten to shoot now?
Yeah, that is the case.
Yikes. And meanwhile, Robert's able to get his ships closer to back to where he wants them to be.
All those ships are free of stress. Poe can do another Talon roll or choreograph if he wants. Luke can choreograph. The Z can choreograph. The close Z can turn in. That close Z is full on HP, so he could try going in for the bump.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Just get really aggressive. Get up in his face.
Yep, that Z flips around. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what we're going to see here. Is we're going to see each of these ships turn around, and then I think Han is going to dive in there and try getting some damage on while they're all stressed. And unfortunately, as a result of all this formation flying, these ships have to get proxied a little bit. Interesting. So that close C has actually turned away. Yeah, he wants to get all of his ships faced the right way before Han is able to get shots on them. So Very smart flying from Robert. And
Yeah.
you see the smile here on Brian's face as he sees these ships turn around. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, if you've got the ability to maneuver and get things just lined up the way you want, so you're facing them all with all the guns pointing the right direction, why not take the time?
Yep. Okay, cool. I think I see what he's doing here. So not all of the ships flipping around, just the ones like so he's doing like a couple, and I think what he wants to do is he wants Poe to go in there, take some hits, and then fly away, regen with R5P9, and then while Luke takes some more hits.
He clipped that
man,
asteroid.
I think he clipped the asteroid. Oh, and takes a hit from it.
Man, it is not a good day to be in the Falcon.
Yep, and simultaneously hits an asteroid, gets no shots, and then lands in range of Poe.
Are we going to start a click counter on how many turns Han doesn't get to shoot?
Oh my gosh.
It
It can't be too much more. I think he's got a pretty clear alcove here to turn back around.
Yeah,
but,
he's got some free space ahead of him.
Oh, luckily it looks like so Poe actually whiffed there, even with
so close.
even with the reroll, rolled no hits. So
Han heaves a heavy sigh of relief.
oh, for sure. So we got the full HP Z pointed the wrong way. We have Luke pointed the wrong way, and then we have the 1 HP Z actually pointed towards the Falcon here. So I think we're gonna see. Hopefully that thing goes. Wow, it is going a 2 forward to get rid of that stress. 2 bank is green on that Z95 dial. I think maybe he's trying to tempt Han with a weak target here. What do you think?
Could be.
Yeah.
If you can spread the damage out a little bit, keep all your ships on the board as long as possible.
Yep.
Spread the damage.
Maybe he knows that Z's not long for this world, hoping to get some shots off with it before Han makes his second shot of the game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And man,
Bit of a sacrificial lamb then.
yeah. I think we're gonna see these X-wings a lot more now with these upgrades because their dials are pretty impressive when you compare them to the other. Compare like what this Luke and this X-wing is doing to like a B wing for similar points, especially.
Yeah,
Um,
I definitely like the dials.
yeah, it is fast and it does not get stressed that often. Yep. Han going slow, being cautious, doesn't want to hit an asteroid, doesn't want to hit a ship.
Right.
Needs that action. I think he wants the evade token here. We'll see. See if push the limit on that.
Yeah, takes the evade.
Yeah, so he's got his Predator, so takes the evade and is taking a shot. And yep, going for that 1 HP Z.
Knock it down.
The range 3 though could be bad.
3 on 3.
I think though Han, if someone's gonna kill Z,
Oh yeah,
range,
no,
yeah.
if anybody can do it. Well,
And
that wasn't.
There's
very
the Han
helpful.
reroll.
Yeah.
And no Predator, so I think he got 3 hits there, and is gonna kill that Z95. Not a whole lot he can do.
And space dust.
I'm mistaken. He spends the focus and dodges the first roll of Han. And okay, but his second evade roll is all blanks, takes 3 hits, goes down. So what we expected, I think, from Han shooting a Z95.
As it should be.
Yep. And here's Poe probably getting some damage on. Oh. 2 hits looks like. Range 2, evade. Takes 1. And then Luke is out of range. Oh man. Not looking great, but I think if there's a single ship that can kill a couple X-wings, Han can lay that.
Hands the man, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think we see from Han here? Think he goes in?
Oh, I know if I was flying, I'd probably try to skirt him around the edges, try to get out of as many arcs as possible.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think maybe he tries going past the asteroid, boosting around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
He could also go. He's got enough space here right now that he can actually turn away from the X-wings and let them chase him. Not sure that's his best play though. Those X-wings can keep up with him, and they are all kind of set up to do that. I think at this point.
Yeah, they're just setting up for a big game. Follow the leader.
Yeah. So I think a good play here is to try to jump past the asteroid there. It's hard to see the angle though. The maneuvers might not allow for it.
Brian taking his time.
Yeah, he is in a pickle here, so definitely has the
precise calculations.
Yeah, no, he's got to be careful. One wrong maneuver here with Han, he lands on an asteroid.
He's already playing from so far behind.
Yeah.
Another mistake, just avalanching it.
Between 8 and 11 red dice coming at him that can be target locked, can be focused with relative ease. Both Poe and Luke, very hard hitters, can be very accurate if they need to. And yep, that Z is taking off, trying to get up on Han, taking a focus. Okay, so he is expecting Han to leap past that asteroid there, setting up for it with Poe. Luke following behind closely, but not committing too hard to the turn, just in case
covering
he tries to
his
turn
angles.
away.
Yep. Pretty smart. You got the advantage.
Best not to give it away. And Han goes for the turn away. So fortunately for him, I think he'll be able to dodge Poe here, and possibly with the boost actually shoot Poe with no retribution.
I think that's a really good move he did.
Yep, so that's what he's going for.
Nice.
Lucked out here a little bit and was able to go with the correct maneuver. I think that could have gone either way. And yes, this is a pretty good situation to be in.
And he's picking up red dice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So we got the shot. Oh man, Han reroll. And
that looks like a lot of eyeballs.
Not
there.
a lot there.
Yeah.
Misses his Predator reroll, I think here, but oh no, wait, sorry, he can't reroll after Han. Yep. And Luke's ability to do 3 hits, very good. And Poe's ability gives him 3 evades.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crushing.
And it looks like
That's when Luke's all feeling like the man. He got cocky. That's what it was. Gotta think somebody got to warn him against that. Don't want to do that, Luke.
So good. Yeah, Poe no shot. So dials, and Poe is hopefully has enough room to get out of behind that asteroid. Might have to go slow, unfortunately, to not hit the asteroid.
With all the wackiness on that dial, you got to think he's got some options.
He definitely has options. I think the question is whether he's going to risk the asteroid hit. But I think both Luke and that Z are just going to go full ahead. Or I'm totally wrong. And he just turns out. Okay, so
he's setting up for,
I
think, future turns.
I think he knows that he's not going to be able to catch Han this turn, so he's going to try to pincer him probably between Luke and that Z. Maybe get that Z to come in from in front and get some blocks off.
Nice. Is that Luke that just moved there?
That's Poe there in the front.
That's Poe. Okay, playing it safe.
Luke bringing up the front. Yeah, so he went with a little bit of a slow maneuver, so he didn't bump, and then. So if Han goes
straight,
if Han goes slow here, he's gonna have a lot of shots at him. But he is going fast. Yeah, he does not.
There you go.
Does not want to risk taking the full force of some X-wings. So he's gonna come real fast, and he saw that Z position up there, so I think he wants to get away from the X-wings, get towards that Z95, and try to pick it off before he takes too much more damage. So playing to his outs here, making sure he doesn't take unnecessary damage.
Has he got an asteroid on that? It looks like he might.
I think it's actually going to be out of range there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Back to dials. Han gonna make that run through that asteroid field again, I think. Might go up here though. Try to stay fast. Stay away from the ships that have the 3 red attack dice. And I think that Z has to be careful that he doesn't go too quickly and get caught by Han Solo.
Do you think he has any Han has any chance of splitting the groups up right now and maybe isolating one or two?
I think that's what he was hoping with the Z95, but that the Z95 wants nothing to do with it, and instead of even turning in to hopefully get shots, he sees Han going fast and turns away. And okay, so flipping Luke around here.
Okay.
He wants he knows Luke's or Han's gonna be flying away from him, so he wants Luke to kind of go in for
Again,
the pincer
setting up
here.
for the future turn.
Yeah. Playing very smart here. Exactly what we want out of a finals game here is 2 players that clearly know what they're doing, playing to their outs, making sure they make correct choices here.
Definitely Robert knowing what the enemy ships can do.
Yeah. We're going to have some fire exchanged here between Han and Poe. Han does have an option for a boost here, and he's going to go for it. I think he wants to try to get away from Poe. Yeah, it looks like he's going to get behind that asteroid, hopefully. Get a shot at the Z95. Smart play here. And the faster Han flies, the better he's going to do. He's got shots on both those ships. Looks like no asteroid
Who's
there.
your target here?
Man, I do not want to shoot Poe, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I want that Z, because that's gonna be permanent damage there, right? The Z doesn't have any regen, a lot of evade dice, and Han reroll there.
Couple hits there. Oh, there you go.
Looks like hit crit.
There's one evade.
Yep, one evade. Takes a shield. Oh, 2 evades, it looks like. Yep, takes 1 shield. Unfortunately, does not get the Luke reroll into hopefully more blanks, but permanent damage.
Attacks at Han.
Predator. Looks like just 1, and he's able to dodge it. So
Yeah.
his green dice paying him back for that early death of Jake there. He is what little shots he's taking, he's getting the most out of those evades.
Now, other than the 1 shield he took earlier, has Han taken much damage so far this game?
Looks like he's taken 2 shields. Took 1 from the rock and then took 1 from one of the shots.
Okay. So still pretty healthy.
Yep. He's got 8 plus 3, so 11 HP left. I think he's gonna boogie here. He's gonna take off, try to chase that Z down, get some more damage on it, and yeah, because it is running away, and so they're good at chasing. They're not too good at running away.
No, I get the feeling he's going to die tired after
Yeah, for sure.
Han dispenses with this upstart Z95.
And Han's current position is perfect to chase down that Z. He's going to do a fast maneuver, probably boost around that asteroid.
Drifting lazily to the left.
Yeah. Probably seeing a 4 straight out here, and then a boost. And stressed X-Wing doing what it can to catch up. And hard to tell the angles, but Han actually might escape Poe's arc here, which could be pretty good for him. Another shot, another turn where he takes no damage. Yep, there's the 4.
There it is.
Ooh, that's close to the edge. Boost, though, does not kill you if you fall off the edge anymore, though, so pretty safe to execute. Yeah, that's late last year, or recently, actually, sorry. This year they've eroded it so that you can attempt to boost, and if you would fall off the edge, you do not execute that maneuver. Unfortunately, not able to escape Poe's arc there, it looks like. Shoots at the Z, re-rolls. Ooh,
lots of damage.
Hit crit. Oh, hit crit actually looks like. And a couple blanks there. 1 evade. So shield and a crit.
Doing some work.
Oh, direct hit. knocks him out. So yeah, this
and
is
space dust.
and this is where Han wanted to be. He wants. He's still got 11 HP left. 2 ships off the table. Only taking 1 shot back here.
I mean,
but
you still got your big beaters on the other side, but he's doing a good job of, trying to winnow down the field a little bit, something manageable.
Poe is so accurate, and I think he actually he called 1 there on his. He had an extra evade dice. C-3PO called 1, got the 1, evaded 2. So only taking 1 damage from that 3-hit attack from Poe, and
Bold move.
keeps going like that. Takes an evade token. You need some concentrated fire to take Han down, I think. So
Yeah.
he could pull this out. Unfortunately, two of the toughest X-wings to crack
Yep.
on the other side of the table. So
Doing a pretty good job of staying out of the way so far.
yeah, and much more confident in his maneuver now that he's got less ships to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Luke tearing out, wants to
Set up some shots,
yeah,
yeah.
hopefully execute that pincer they were looking for a couple turns ago. Interesting, and trying to get inside of that asteroid.
Is he hitting that?
Nope, he
Looks like he's clear. Yeah, he's clear.
He's
All right.
just in front of it. Might even have enough room to execute a maneuver next turn without hitting it. Oh, there we go.
Ouch.
That's.
Ooh, I don't. Yeah, boost's not going to save you here either.
I think he might be okay with that though. He's got range 3 from one of them and threw a rock from the other one. So
Yeah, no, that's not a bad position.
And who do you think he goes for this shot?
Let's see, they both got focuses.
They both got focuses. They both have effectively the same ability on defense. Both can be rolling the same number of dice.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with
Has he got range 1 at the...
It's going to be range 2, it looks like, at Poe, range 3 at Luke. And I think he went
So
with...
it's effectively the same.
I think he went with Luke here, and I think that's the correct choice. Luke's regen is a little bit harder to come by than Poe's. Poe has the guaranteed I spend a focus, get 1. Luke has to execute a green maneuver to get it off. So yeah, takes the shield off Luke. Luke also has less HP here, and no auto thrusters, so I think that's just the correct choice.
Yeah, that's a solid choice.
He wants to...
Spending that focus.
Ouch. Bunch of hits here from Luke. Range 3. Did he guess the 1? I think he might have guessed 1. Ooh, okay, so
There's
he
the shields.
spends the evade token, takes 1. And Poe, 2 hits. Looks like he dodged both. Very nice.
Wow.
That asteroid doing work. And it's gonna be an important turn. Those X-wings moving first. One of them could possibly block Han, while the other one gets a shot on him. And I think we're gonna be seeing some range 1 shots here.
If I was a Star Wars ship designer, I think I'd just make all of my ships out of asteroids. Because they're just indestructible.
Yep, they are so strong. Oh man, if you could target asteroids in this game, that would be an interesting... I would love that, because I am always hitting those things. It is so bad.
At least some retribution after you fly into them.
Yeah. So it looks like I think Luke might be going for the block here. And then Poe here, hoping that the block succeeds and that Han lands right in front of him. And we shall see what happens. And yep, we're going to see a block here. So
Yep.
actually probably a benefit for Han at this point. That's one less shot he's
Taking one of
taking.
those, ships out of the equation.
But like we said earlier, Robert here hoping to divide Han's fire between his 2 ships with regen.
True.
And exactly
Yeah,
what he's
he
doing
shifted
here.
targets, so...
So now he is forced even to shoot at Poe. And ends up with 1 hit.
Oh.
Oh, no, 2 hits with the 4
Okay.
dice.
See, 1 evade.
Oh, only 1 evade though,
Wow.
luckily. So no gunner. Luke Skywalker actually trigger here. Takes 1 and then R5P9 to give him that 1 back later. So
Many attack dice.
actually Luke and Poe at the end of this round are going to be undamaged.
Blank on the Predator.
Yep, Poe here shooting back. Whoa, crazy dice. Takes one and a card. Ooh, a crit. And hard to tell what that is. It looks like it's got a bunch of text on it. Yeah, we'll see what they do with it, but Han now at 7 HP left against the 5 and 6 HP of those two X-Wings that are, again, full HP despite Han's best efforts. But he's got an opportunity here. They have to either...
Where's he going?
I think they're K-turning. Tricky maneuver here. And yep, so it's flipping around. Doesn't need to regen anything, so no point in going slow. Might as well flip it around, take some shots. And now Poe going for the block, I think. Or hoping Han goes fast.
Was that a K turn or a move?
So Luke did a K, and then Poe just slid right in front of Han.
Okay.
Executed the block. And
Wow, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no actions for Han.
Space bumper cars. Here we go.
This is some very tight flying from Robert here, getting corralling Han in between these two X-wings.
Keeping him right where he wants him.
Yep. And Han's going to have a tough time penetrating the shields here on Luke. Looks like range 2? Didn't see if that was 3 or 4. Oh, 4.
Nope,
so
4,
that was
yeah,
range 1,
nice.
back and forth. A whole
Too
bunch
big
of
of
damage.
aids.
Oh, man. That's disappointing. He had the crits.
Get excited, get all those hits in, then
Yeah, he had the
throw
crits
those
there.
away.
He could have landed some real damage onto Luke there, but wasn't able to stick the crits. And Luke coming back with 3 of his own with a Predator into 4. And Han is not able to dodge 2. And ends up taking
all those damage cards. Yeah,
2 and a crit there.
Another crit.
C-3PO with the Colin 0 to dodge at least 1. Oh man, Han's got looks like 5 damage cards on him.
Yeah, it's taking some damage there.
I think the crit there might have been you cannot perform straight maneuvers, because he flipped it over after executing that one turn. And on to the next round. Yep, Poe doing the block. Doesn't want Han to get those evade tokens.
I think Brian's been doing a pretty good job of flying smart. Just Flynn just seems to be one step ahead, and the dice are just helping him out a little bit more.
Yeah, the X-wings here are rolling a lot more dice than Han is even capable of, unfortunately, and more dice, more symbols. Just that is how you defeat the big old Han. Get that damage on him. And oh man, another bump here. Looks like. Yeah, sad to see.
Oof. Yeah. It was about time to drop cargo and try to flee to hyperspace.
Yeah. Yep. So another round of Han shooting at Luke, and then Luke probably killing him. Oof. Goes for the Han reroll. Looks like
2 hits.
just 2. Not even crits. And
Takes a shield.
takes a shield. Not even 2. Just cannot get through that R2. Predator and 3 hits. And so it looks like, is that the end there of Han?
Is that it?
I think that was. Oh, I'm
Counting it up.
Counting
now,
it up.
looks like, yeah. Carry the 5.
Nope. It looks like.
All right,
he
still
might
in it.
might have 1 more HP. I think he took a crit there. That was the you gain a stress and flip this face down. So that was one face up there. Not quite sure what it is, but Not quite sure it matters a whole lot. Han with 1 HP against 2 almost full HP X-Wings.
Never tell them the odds,
Yeah,
but they're not good.
they are not. C-3PO in his crew slot there saying maybe you should have missed those X-Wings instead of running into them.
Next time, mix it up. Let 3PO fly for a while. He seems pretty good.
Yeah. Yep, just okay, is this looks like we're gonna get a Talon roll here from him. Pretty good considering Han is stressed. I think he's
Limits his options.
expecting the one bank here, gonna land him right in the middle of those 2 X-Wings, and I think Brian at this point.
Wow, hard right turn.
Okay, he went for the hard. I don't think it paid off though.
No,
I think he's gonna get a shot on Luke here.
left his turn signal on.
And just not enough. Hopefully Luke dodges this here
Evade.
and chooses not to trigger Luke's ability in order to take the 1 damage instead of dodging the 2. Yep.
Big damage coming back,
Gets a
and
shot
that's
back.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all she wrote.
Adios, Space Cowboy.
Yeah, very strong play from both these guys.
Yeah. It's just that early game just got Brian down.
Yeah, a couple,
really unfortunately.
A couple correct decisions from Robert to pick off that A-Wing, get it down to 4v1. Brian did what he could to get Han back in there. Took
Had a
ships
bit of a
off the
rally
board.
there, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But those regen X-Wings are tough to crack.
Yeah. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you have any comments pointing out all the mistakes that I made during this broadcast, please feel free. But if you'd like to see more of this stuff in the future, please let us know. Otherwise, please share, like, subscribe.
All the good stuff.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. I'm Matt Turner.
I am Z. I'll see you guys next time.
Have fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.